Hey there, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's get right into the tropical update today. Of course, Invest 97W. It's a low pressure area west of Luzon. That is the big topic out here today. And, the center circulation is out there, but it really is all still about that inflow wrapping in around it. We have convection hitting Vietnam, bringing some flooding there. Inflow into places like Manila over towards Cebu, also creating problems as far as that heavy rainfall is concerned. The Maga Dam forced to release some water there, so people downriver from that dam looking at some water level rises right along the banks as well. Not flooding like we've seen with Ulysses a couple years ago, but definitely anybody camped up right along the edge of the river there, you got that water being released. Meanwhile, though, this is what Invest 97W looks like as far as the spaghetti plots are concerned, kind of extrapolating where that center of circulation looks like it's going to go, heading off towards the north in and around Hainan. The center of circulation is one thing. It really is not telling the whole story, though, because you can see the overall background flow. That's that inflow wrapping around. So you have your center there, but see where the max of the positive vorticity indicated in the red is, just towards the east? That's why places like Palawan, the west coast of Luzon, and Visayas are looking at that heaviest of that precipitation, and it wraps around right into the Hong Kong area as well. So maybe the center of circulation, we might see landfalling tropical storm over Hainan. For places further to the east, it still continues to be the worst of the impact here through Monday, especially between Manila and Pangasinan, Subic Bay area, and also over towards Hong Kong as well. Northern Vietnam, that's going to be the difference if this does wrap up before it comes on shore in and around Hanoi. But for now, definitely the worst of the impacts away and removed from that center, just because of that monsoonal inflow kicking in back towards the east and towards the north. Now, like I said, it could change up here. So we do have that inflow hitting Hong Kong as we have the Tuesday and the Wednesday. By this point, I would not be surprised if we have a tropical storm, but Hong Kong definitely going to see some windy conditions out here, over 60 to 70 kilometers per hour likely. Then this passes over Hainan, and then eventually over towards Hanoi in northern Vietnam, probably as a tropical storm as well. Big issue there is going to be that continued rainfall, though. They're actually already experiencing some flooding out there with the monsoonal precip, so when you get a tropical system on top of that, definitely going to cause some problems. Always know your official sources, though. Prepare to evacuate if needed, especially when we get these heavy rains. You get those river level rises, can always cause some problems, but especially with a landfalling tropical storm, or maybe even a typhoon. I don't think that's going to happen, but storm surge, even tornadoes too, especially when you get these bursts of convection moving on shore, kicked up by a little bit of friction after it makes landfall, can always create that threat of some tornadic activity. As I mentioned earlier on, mariners looking at some rough conditions out there as well. Wave heights up to about 3 to 4 meters all across the West Philippine Sea here. Let's take a look at that forecast for your Tuesday. Well, it's relatively drier down towards the south. Of course, afternoon showers are still in your forecast, but if we look back towards the north, like I said, Subic, you're really getting the heaviest of the rain. As I mentioned, the Maga Dam releasing some water. That's located right in there. All that water does flow downstream. So it may be places like Iligan, back towards Cagayan. You're not going to be seeing the heavy rainfall directly, but you get that water level release. It does cause the river level rises further downstream. So always kind of a domino effect. You always have to keep in mind when we're talking about this type of a situation out here. Anyways, that's all for today. Hey, if you got questions, let me know. Huge, massive thanks for everybody on Patreon. Helps make these videos possible. Garmin, you're a legend. He donates actually loads of money to help us out here, but everybody else does donate, and the big thing is to kind of keeps this channel working. So I truly appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody here on our Patreon who helps out. Anyways, that's all for today. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please let me know, and as always, stay safe out there.